Welcome in. Welcome in. First video in a while. Will probably be my last video for a little while. Just been busy. Sports with Schu. Still love the channel. Still love the Chargers. Still love the draft. Extremely excited for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I just had to get at least one more video, one mock draft out before the actual draft. But not too much news. I mean, I don't even remember last video I made. Probably Eric Kendrick signing, and Morgan Fox was a pretty good signing as well. Chargers could go a couple of different places in the draft, but kept our cards to ourselves pretty good, as Tom Telesco tends to do. Just changing the settings here for this mock draft. Only going to do one 7-round mock draft just today. I mean, I've still been watching film by myself, just haven't had as much time to make videos and make notes about absolutely everybody. But just today I was playing around with making some tiers, sort of some draft lists, really just consolidating my thoughts of Chargers needs, but also combined with strengths of the draft to make some tiers and where our needs are on each day, in my opinion, and where those align with the strengths. But I also have kind of a new setup. I have a camera from work thing that we got for free, so a little bit better camera quality, I think. It's also positioned higher up so you guys can see a little bit more stuff. Super ugly chair, not, I guess it's technically ours. Old PBR, wife's dress drying, other random stuff. But I'm still of the opinion that we got to go edge first round. I mean, super quick roster breakdown. Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa getting paid out the wazoo next year, like over 35 mil for both of them, I think. Both somewhat injury prone. Khalil Mack played, I think, all of last year. Joey hurt for a lot of last year. Past that, we have Chris Rumph. Has not shown basically anything in the NFL. Horrible in run support. Kyle Van Noy came on down the stretch, but we still haven't re-signed him yet. Edge, very important position, big part of run defense, getting after the passer, and we have zero depth. And in terms of drafting premium positions, when guys get paid like Khalil and Joey do, 35 plus mil, when you can get those premium positions, think about even Nick Bosa. He's one of the best players in the NFL, and he's been making the money of the 20th to 25th. I guess he was the second overall pick, but still probably 15th to 20th most money of edge defenders, but he's been playing as a top 3 edge defender. So that's where hitting on premium positions in the draft can really help you save $20 million of free cap space per year, instead of drafting running backs, interior offensive linemen, linebackers, safeties, where if you take Bijan Robinson top 10, he's going to be a top 3 highest paid running back the second he steps foot in the NFL. And he might be a top 3 running back, but you don't want to have to pay him as a top 3 running back immediately, because then you might as well just sign him to a 5-year contract. Like, yes, that's kind of what it is, but that's not the benefit of the draft. The benefit of the draft lets you draft receivers, quarterbacks, edge defenders, corners even, where you get a deal on their contract if they pan out. If they don't, you can just cut them, but that's the big thing. Otherwise, if you're drafting a running back first round, like, yeah, Bijan's phenomenal prospect. I would love to see him be on the Chargers, don't know if it's worth a first round pick, though. I don't think that it is, because the opportunity cost cap wise is, it just doesn't check out, and you would be you'd be being overconfident in the construction of your roster currently and for years to come, because we're about to pay Justin. We got to start hitting on premium positions so that we can still get output, get production from them, while paying them less than what they're worth. Because if you're paying Justin, Khalil, Joey, JC, Keenan, Mike, all those guys, what they're actually worth, I mean, you can't do that all at the same time, because you only have so much cap space. Right now, Justin is not getting paid what he's worth, because he's on that rookie deal. But I'm going to end my spiel there right now. Overall, I have it roughly ranked as edge is number 1 need. In my opinion, receiver is number 2. Yes, we have Keenan, Mike, Josh Palmer, Jalen Guyton. It's a decent core, but I want somebody to build with Justin. I think Josh can do that, but I don't think we're going to have Keenan and Mike for too much longer. We don't have very much juice in that room, and if you want to win in the NFL, you need weapons, or you need Andy Reid or a phenomenal coach, which we do not have. After that, I would honestly rank it corner as the next biggest need. Yes, we have JC, Asante, and Michael Davis. JC has been making great progress, but we don't know for sure if he's going to be able to play, what he's going to look like. Ideally, those would probably be our 3 starters, possibly Asante, possibly Michael in the slot, and a healthy JC. But as it stands, I would say Asante and Michael on the outside, and we don't have a slot corner. We still haven't re-signed Bryce Callahan. Yes, a lot of Chargers fans want Casey Hayward. If he was cheap, which he probably should be, I would be fine signing him as well, just to get another body in the room. Yes, we have Ja'Sir Taylor. Yes, we have Dean Leonard, but corner, if you have a bad corner, I'm trying to think of the guy we had for a couple years who would always come in, basically practice squad special teams guy, but was just horrible. You can target him every single play, literally every single play, walk down the field, and he might break up one pass double time, but you can do whatever you want with him guarding you. Having guys at corner is needed. Very strong class as well, very strong class. And we still haven't technically signed a slot guy. After that, personally, I would say linebacker / tight end are pretty close. Linebacker, I don't want Kenneth Murray starting. Tight end, I like Gerald Everett, Donald Parham, but we don't have them locked up for very long, and they're not the greatest. So if we could upgrade, I'm thinking more so on day 2 for tight end. Defensive tackle, can always use bodies there. Yes, we have bodies. I like our group right now, but between the amount of injuries we've had in the past and how poor our run defense has been, yes, that's more on Staley's scheme and linebackers a little bit as well, but I'm always down to take good D tackles. After that, I have safety, offensive line, running back, sort of all in the same group. Safety, I would honestly put last. We have Derwin, we have Alohi. It could possibly, and JT Woods, could possibly be a starting position, which is important still. Offensive line, just need to take guys to develop always, every year. And then running back, a guy on day 3, I would be happy with. This super strong running back class, so I'm down to take one on day 3. That being said, I'm going to hop into a mock draft and we can just talk it out. Let's see. Definitely not trading up. Ideally, we can trade back. One of my favorite guys. See, Devin Witherspoon. There's literally no way that he's here. But who am I to decide that there's no way that he's not going to be here? Because Always a chance. Crazier things happen. My tier 1 of brainstorming, somewhat mildly realistic, was Nolan Smith, Miles Murphy, Devin Witherspoon, Brian Branch, Peter Skoronski. Peter Skoronski just threw on there. Definitely not going to be there, but he can play all 5 positions. Don't even know if he would start. He probably would. He's phenomenal. So I'm going to see pick 38. They're putting me on the spot here because I can't assume that Devin Witherspoon just wouldn't be there. But let's just see what a trade with the Raiders could possibly look like. I might just do this trade to make it slightly more realistic. Because I've seen other people in the past choose, I guess that's further down the draft when you really have no idea who's going to be there. Like, you can't be the one to decide, oh, there's no way that this guy's going to be here, so I'm not going to pick him and I'm going to pick somebody else. First round, you can do that a little bit more, but I still don't want to do that. If Devin Witherspoon was there, I would take him, but I'm going to be a hypocrite. And best case scenario, you still trade down. So this is a little bit further than I would normally like to trade down, but we still get a guy like Felix Anudike Uzama or BJ Ojulari. I like Diane Henley. I like Josh Downs. Not even going to try and say it, but I like him. Tuli Tupulotu, Sam Laporta. So this is still our first pick. I got to go edge. I personally have BJ Ojulari ranked a little bit higher than Felix. His run stop rate is way higher though. 21.2, setting where he can improve setting the edge C. I'm going to go BJ Ojulari. My homer pick, my LSU guy. I mean, you want to add juice. He's so young. He's got a bag of pass rush tools. He can still develop, get stronger, get better in the run. He does need to get better in the run, but day one, you're going to have a solid pass rusher, which we desperately need. I am a little bit tempted to take the edge out of Northwestern because he's almost a little, he played edge, but he's a little bit more of a D tackle. This dude's got juice, very high ceiling, very compact, so bull rushes are honestly pretty effective. You just can't get underneath of this dude. We just want edge. Sam Laporta, always attempting round 2 guy. Let's peek at where. So Josh Downs went. All the Jalen Hyatt went really high. I would be pretty surprised if he actually went that high. So the Raiders are trading up for Jordan Addison apparently. I'd love. JSN was really close to our pick. Quentin Johnston went. All those guys are receivers that I love. Day 2. So round 1, I have preferred selections in order of edge, corner, wide receiver / tight end, and then D tackle as last. Day 2, again, very rough. Strength versus what we need. I would say a wide receiver / tight end on day 2, then edge if we don't take one on day 1, corner, linebacker, D tackle. So linebacker, Diane Henley. Tough to not take him, but I don't know if Sam Laporta would be on the board later. And I'm assuming Jack Campbell went. Yeah. I'm going to go Sam Laporta here, honestly. Pick 54. He's a guy that Justin could grow with. Phenomenal after the catch. way better testing numbers than most expected. A little bit more upside. Tough to not go Tank Dell. I've sort of been doing a roller coaster with Tank Dell. Like right after I'd seen his highlights during the season, I knew that he was really productive, and then he blew up after the Senior Bowl because you literally just cannot guard him. Nobody could touch him. But then fell back down a little bit just because he is such a massive outlier in terms of size. You can't know that's going to transfer to the NFL. But you almost just want to bet on it because he was so productive in college. He went up against future NFL corners at the Senior Bowl, and you just can't touch him. Route running, like, he's going to get open. He's just a phenomenal route runner. He would add a little bit of a different skill set. I like Luke Whippler, Garrett Williams, Trey Tomlinson, LT's nephew, Michael Wilson, DJ Turner. So I would say corner, linebacker, pretty big needs. I like Clark Phillips, like Dwayne McBride. See, when's our next pick? 85. Garrett Williams almost needs, I think he tore his ACL early-ish last year, I guess midway through the year. But he's a guy that definitely, or would have been hired had he not gotten hurt, as is the case with most. Andre Carter, interesting, but a little bit early to go with another edge. I think Moro Ajomo is going to be interesting, as is Dorian Williams. He's the guy I kind of had my eye on for the next pick. I think I'm going to go corner here with Trey Tomlinson, guy to probably play the slot, feisty, apps juiced up athletically, but an outlier on the small side. Got to keep that Tomlinson name in the Chargers room, though, in the Chargers clubhouse. Tank Dell still here. Got to look at Moro Ajomo and Dorian Williams as well, though, but we still have pick 100. There is a chance that they are still there. Let's see where Tyler Scott is ranked. Kayshawn, I think. Here, let me go. Just Jaden Reed, another guy. Honestly, Tyler Scott might have already gone, which would be a little bit surprising. Marvin Mims. Ooh. Tough to not go with Marvin Mims here. Let's see. Round 3, I'm going Marvin Mims. I think best. Yeah, I guess Tyler Scott already went. He's going to be the best deep threat, add the most juice, and in my opinion would be the highest percent chance to actually be a starting receiver for us of the guys who are left. Just, I like Tank Dell. I would be okay if we took him, but round 3, Marvin Mims, I'm taking that all day. Safety, Anthony Johnson, Jordan Battle. See, all these guys would probably end up being starters for us. But I want to look Moro Ajomo and Dorian Williams. Probably going to lean Dorian Williams, but there is a little bit higher of a chance that. See, Moro Ajomo, he's got how old is he? 90.6. run stop rate, run defense grade, pass. I gotta take Morrow, man, because yeah, he can improve, but a long interior rusher who is a force against the run. And he's only 21 still. I gotta go Morrow. I mean, anybody who can play the run, another solid body, and then Dorian Williams. Hopefully, I mean, Dorian Williams is much more of a coverage guy. I believe that he's still below 230. But I would have faith in him being able to beat out Kenneth Murray for a starting job next to Eric Kendricks. Eli Ricks, Andrew Voorhees still here, Ivan Pace. So we've knocked out a good amount of needs. I like getting 2 picks along the D-line. We got Sam Laporta. We got Marvin Mims. We got Dorian Williams. We got a corner. See, this is why trading back, even as far as I did, yeah, you're not going to get that 5th-year option. You're not going to get, I mean, there's not even going to be a blue chip guy available at 21 or 22. But trading back just gives you so much more flexibility. So now 4th, 5th round is when I would start looking at running backs. Dwayne McBride did go right before us, but Anthony Johnson is interesting. Sean Tucker, as is, and I almost want to go Andrew Voorhees. Yasir Abdullah. Jacorian Bennett, my guy, my diamond in the rough. Oof, and we don't have another pick for a while. Would we be able to do this? Nope. See, that makes me feel bad, because I told myself I would always take Jacorian Bennett if I could. I think he's just going to be a dude. I mean, decent PFF grades, but juiced up. Ran a 4.31, I think, and had a great Senior Bowl. I like his tape overall. Really, really like Jacorian Bennett, but we did already go with a corner in this draft. See, a safety would be a starter for us. Anthony Johnson, I think that he had just switched to safety this year. He's 23. Yeah, he just switched from corner to safety. 6'2", 205, redshirt senior. It's tough. Between Anthony Johnson, what do I know about Sean Tucker? Explosiveness to him. So, I mean, most of the top running backs went pretty quick in this. Deuce Vaughn is still here. I like Yasir Abdullah. Honestly, I think I'm between Yasir Abdullah, another edge, Andrew Voorhees, and Anthony Johnson. I think I'm going to go Andrew Voorhees, though. He pretty sure tore his ACL at the combine, still benched, did great, but has pretty solid tape, would probably be a starting guard for most teams. And trying to think of, we still have Brendan Hymus, we have Foster Sorrell as backup offensive lineman, but let's not get too cocky about our offensive line. Starting 5, great, locked in, but one person goes down, we all know it can pretty quickly fall apart. Andrew Voorhees isn't going to provide anything this year. He's hurt, got to recover. But years down the line, I think that he could probably fill any of the 3 interior positions and do it pretty well. Invaluable, could possibly be a starter for us one day. Anthony Johnson's still here, but as is Keaton Mitchell. Tough to not go Keaton Mitchell. Big's pretty sure he's one of the best home run hitters in this class. He ran pretty quick as well. I don't think that they're going to have his, very explosive runner. But a little bit of a gadget guy. I think I'm going to go Anthony Johnson. Can compete with Alohi Gilman or give us the flexibility where Derwin wouldn't have to actually play safety if we had that too high look. We could have Anthony Johnson and Alohi since Nazir did leave us. Last pick in the draft, probably just going to find any running back, which does say what I think of the running back position, but Mohamed Ibrahim. I feel like we've all heard about him. It could just be the name that stuck out, but last year or 2 years ago, he's super old. I feel like he was just going to be the next big thing, and never happened. But 7th round, guy with a lot of experience, I will take Mohamed Ibrahim 10 times out of 10 in the 7th round. I really like this mock draft. BJ Ojulari is on the... I wouldn't be happy with him at pick 21, I think. I would be satisfied, but if we stick and pick at 21, one of the Nolan Smith, Miles Murphy, Lucas Van Ness, possibly Will McDonald, Tyree Wilson if he's there, any of those guys, I would be happy with. Good pick. Edge defenders in the first round, that's where you easily have the highest percent chance of getting them. Very, very low chance outside of first round, second round. But BJ Ojulari at pick 38 with the additional 2 picks, that I would take for sure. Still young, great pass rush moves, decent athlete, can improve in run defense. And then pick 54, Sam Laporta, and Justin Herbert gets that Hunter Henry back, but young, a guy to grow with, a safety net, good after the catch. Trey Tomlinson at pick 70, possibly our starting slot corner, feisty, good at honestly everything, very productive in college. Pick 85, Marvin Mims, possibly a good chance to be a starter for us, ran 4.38, very fast, good deep threat, decent all-around receiver, not amazing after the catch, but still capable. Once again, very productive in college. Moro Ojomo, I want to say this was more of a breakout year for him, but solid all-around D tackle. Can never have enough. We don't even have that many to start with. Dorian Williams, a little bit undersized linebacker, but phenomenal in coverage. I'm trying to remember what his wingspan was, but it was something crazy. I was going to say play Kenneth Murray on run downs and Dorian Williams on pass downs, but I would honestly rather see Dorian Williams just be out there for run downs. Andrew Voorhees, not going to play this year, but very, very solid O-line depth for years to come. Anthony Johnson in the 6th. Possibly another starter for us next to Alohi Gilman because JT Woods sucks. And then Mohamed Ibrahim, change of pace guy compared to Austin. Ideally, we can trade Austin. I saw something today about some Eagles page saying that they should trade their 30th pick for Austin Eckler. Who says no? Chargers fans definitely wouldn't say no. Definitely would not say no. That would be incredible if we could get even a day 2 pick for Austin Eckler. I would take a 4th round pick for Austin Eckler. That would be incredible. Joshua Kelly showed a good amount last year. Isaiah Spiller definitely needs to pick it up a little bit, but I would be fine with the room of Joshua Kelly, Isaiah Spiller, and Mohamed Ibrahim. Perfectly fine. That would not stop this offense from running with our improved O-line. That is going to do it, though. Probably not going to post another video for a while, but I enjoyed making this one. Hopefully the draft goes well. Might make a video after the draft. Probably will, actually. I hadn't even thought about that. Recapping everything. Hopefully it's a happy video. Not a bad video like the postseason videos were for most Chargers content creators. But that's going to do it. Like, subscribe. Who knows when we'll see each other again. Follow my Twitter, Sports with Schu. Much more active on there. And I will see you guys in the next video.